Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to touch on the new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona SRT electric vehicle. How about that? They didn't give us much information on that. No horsepower, no speeds. It's still, being designed and everything. They did give us one clue on one very strange option that kind of makes me laugh and scratch my head. So this is what we know so far. 2023 is going to be the last of the Hemis. 2024, they're going to be an 800 volt Banshee driven electric dual motor electric vehicles. You'll have 3 engine options, and each of those engine options will have 3 option or power levels, 9 power levels altogether. That's so far. They're saying it's going to have electromechanical erupt multi-speed transmission. So most electric vehicles have a single speed because the engines can rev far beyond anything that internal combustion can do. And it's going to be a 2-door hatchback. So you can load stuff in the back with the seats folding down. You can even leave the hatch open while you drive. That's one thing with electric trucks, electric cars. There's no exhaust that's going to come in there. And the strangest thing is the sound chamber. Some reason they've got this figured out before they get everything figured out. It's going to be like 128 decibel, equaling the Hellcat exhaust. And it sounds a little strange, and if, like me, and have an electric vehicle, you're kind of like, what the hell? Why? The coolest thing about seeing Teslas, Lucids at the drag strips on YouTube, they're kicking ass and they're doing it completely silent and not spinning tires. Now the all-wheel drive, that's going to give you all your torque and all your power to the wheels with maximum traction. So there's no range options that they've said, no battery sizes or anything. I guess it's all TBD or to be determined. So it's a good looking car. They said it's based on the 1968 Charger, which I kind of like stuff that's new. That heading back to the old days, that kind of gets, I don't know, it gets boring. I like to see something new, move on from the past. So another announcement they did, if you're interested, 2023 is the last of the Hemi powered Chargers and Challengers. This October, they're going to announce 6 tribute models. There will be no ordering. They're going to announce what models and what dealers are going to carry them. December 2023, next year, will be the end of the internal combustion Hemi production. So you want to get a hold, well, they're going to wait to announce which dealers, and you're going to want to get in on that if you're interested in good old internal combustion and a whole shitload of moving parts to do what's going to be slower and have less traction than what's coming out in 2024. So the sound chamber thing, God, I hope they don't do that. That's just, and somebody, some engineer put that in before they figured everything else out or announced it. That's kind of strange. So if you want a gas-driven Hemi, next year's the last year. This October, you're going to find out what they're doing. So just touching on base there with a little bit. As things come in, I'll update and everything. Kind of neat. Kind of scary even, I've got an electric car and stuff. I really enjoy being, I'm not at the beginning, but like I'm at the beginning of the where they're going to force it on people or something. But, you know, there's going to be so many cars going for so long, and dealers working on, or private people working on cars and parts available. And the wrecking yards are really going to have, you know, it'll be benefit them to hang on to stuff for parts for the next 20 years. Because modern cars are so reliable. Shoot, you only have to change spark plugs for 100,000 miles. I remember you had to gap and check the darn things constantly when I was a kid, and my father had to replace rings and do valve jobs all the time. So it's kind of scary, but once you drive an electric car, you look at internal combustion cars as having way too many parts to do what they do. And all that engine heat that keeps you warm in the winter, that's wasted energy. That's the 80% waste. Only 20% gets to the wheels. So I think that's the other thing is it's electric motor. There's no oil changes. Most of them don't have transmissions. And I think it's going to save the car companies money later on once they get all the design paid for. So many fewer parts. But as far on the dealer side, the maintenance, that covers a lot of a car dealer's income when you come back for service. And of course, people are getting tired of dealing with car dealers. I think that's where Tesla's got the advantage. You totally get rid of that, but then again, if your Tesla goes bad, good luck on getting whatever parts you need and getting it fixed. So good here, bad there, back and forth. Kind of neat though. So I'll talk to you later. If you want, you can freeze that information. There's other videos and stuff, and if I see anything else, I'll update. Have a great night.